sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Today we're doing For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. The full title of this is For What It's Worth, and then in parentheses, stop, hey, what's that sound? This is a 1966 release from Buffalo Springfield, written by Stephen Stills. Neil Young contributed the beautiful harmonic parts, which I think are really nice to add into the arrangement. And you kind of have that mixed with right, this, if I can play it in rhythm while talking. Can add it with the riff, and it's a really fun way to combine two parts that are almost kind of like lead parts. And then the second verse, I just went ahead and did the harmonics. Another way to look at the song with strumming, right? So there's three parts, really. Of course, you know, the most simple approach is just simply strum the E to A7. So you can kind of pick your arrangement there. It was kind of known as a anti-Vietnam War song, although Stephen Stills claims that it was written at the time that there was protests in LA about a curfew. They were the house band at the Whiskey A Go-Go, which I've performed at once. I'm really excited to say. You know, there was some curfews, and so people were protesting, and so this was sort of written as a topical song based on that alone. And of course, you know, as it blew up in popularity, it got known as an anti-war song in general, and showed up in films like Forrest Gump and whatnot. So anyway, that's a little bit of the backstory. Very simple song with E and A7. And then on the chorus you have E, G, A, G. And then Neil Young does some lead. So I'll break that down as well. This will all be thrown up on the Patreon as a tab. Do check that out and see if it's of use to you. Big shout out and thank you to the patrons there. And other than that, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon, the thumbs up. Check out some other videos as well on the channel. Let's go ahead, zoom in and learn this. All right, so we're gonna work from the simplest approach, which is strumming the chords, just to warm up. And then it's a really nice harmonic workout. Even if you're not gonna throw in all the lead parts at once, just to have these harmonics is really a nice thing to be able to do. So that'd be 12th fret, first string, 7th fret. And that basically happens throughout the entire song during the verses, right? And during the intro. So, of course, you could just do that, but then it's a little bit empty, right? So, we're gonna work our way towards combining some parts. It's kind of fun to do that, but I think just starting with the strumming, get the song in our ears a little bit, and as we add the harmonics, we have a better shot at getting the rhythm right. So we're gonna start with an E chord, A7. Okay, A7 is of course an A chord without the third string, or sorry, with the third string open, I should say. Okay, back and forth, down, down, up, up, down, up. There's something happening here. Totally fine to play the song like this. Ain't exactly what it is. Okay, so got that going? Good. Now let's learn the harmonics by themselves. This is happening over the E chord, 12th fret, first string. Something happened in here, 7th fret. That's happening over the A7. Back to 12th fret, just goes back and forth. Easy enough, right? Third part to learn is basically the rhythmic fill, the rhythmic lead part, if that makes sense. It's bass. So the nuts and bolts of that are basically 3rd to 4th fret hammer on the A string, 5th string. But that's after an E bass has already been rung out. So it's like bass, okay, 6th string open. Now 3rd to 4th fret hammer on, 5th string. 2nd fret, 4th string. This is all happening over the E chord. Now we hammer on again, 3rd to 4th fret. This time we go to A chord. And now we do the same hammer, but this time on our, we can go 4th and 3rd string on the next note here. So we go hammer on an A chord actually, right? Now hammer again, and we repeat on the E bass. So to recap, E bass, hammer, 2nd fret, hammer, open, hammer, A, hammer, E. Now if you're only doing this, you could actually kind of just repeat some of these strums here like this. Bass, chord, see? I could basically like strum these chords kind of. Might become a little bit over busy at some point though. So we have 3 parts. What are we going to do? Well, we can combine at least 2 of them, and maybe even 3 if we alternate. So we're now going to do the intro as I did it here, where we do now that we've sort of figured out what these parts are, we're going to do harmonic, bass, keep it simple, and then the A bass comes before this harmonic. So E bass, A bass, harmonic, A bass, E bass, harmonic, E bass, A bass, harmonic. Okay, so that's a little bit empty as well. It's a nice way to introduce the song, but now we want to throw in a little bit more. So we're going to do the harmonic, and as I did it on the demo here, fill. See? A little slower, harmonic, fill, harmonic, fill, harmonic. Again, just strumming is fine. Now, as we sing the verse, we can do exactly that. So we go, there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Sorry. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. All right. It's time Now, before we do the chorus, let's cover the last way to play this besides just strumming the chords would be harmonic and strum. Okay, so we're going to do harmonic, something happening here, harmonic, strum A7. It is. But I recommend hitting the bass before the harmonic and then strumming. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go E bass, harmonic, strum, A bass, harmonic, strum, E harmonic, strum, A harmonic. Or if you want to forego the bass completely, it's just, see how it loses a little bit of its rhythmic intensity though. So we want to really get E bass. I just messed up. Hold on. Right here, bass harmonic. Okay. So those are your 3 options. Strum the whole time, do the harmonic and riff, or do the harmonic and chords, harmonic and strum. So those are your 3. Pick whatever you like. I don't know what's better, to be honest. I kind of did 2 of the options for the demo, and it seemed a lot of fun for me. But strumming surely is maybe the best bet if you're playing with a band and someone can do the harmonics, or if you're just playing an acoustic solo kind of way and you don't want to fuss around with too much stuff. Totally get it. Now for the chorus, quite easy. Let me play it first. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody who's going down. Back to the main progression. So it's very short. We have an E chord, down, down, up sort of thing. D, A, G. Although I recommend a little bit more strumming like this. Yeah, so that's down, down, up. That would be down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, back to the main. Okay. One thing to note is on the 2nd and 3rd verses, they go to a G chord right before the chorus. So, Moses say hooray G, then the chorus. So you can add that G in at the end of the second and third verses. The last thing to cover is Neil's nice lead part after the second chorus. Okay, so he's got a really cool like tremolo effect going on in the recording. Quite nice for 1966. Wasn't a lot of pedals out, but they had this very nice tremolo effect going. So O to 2 to 4, right? So on the B string, O to 2, 4 on the high E string. Repeat. Then you play an A7 triad, O to O. And then he kind of goes up to this really cool E minor pentatonic area, and he goes 10th fret, you know, kind of bend back to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th time bend. So that's repeat. Now he goes 7th fret, 2nd string, 4 times. 5th time unbend back to 5. Okay, so nice to throw those lead parts in. That's it. That's the song. Form-wise, it's verse, chorus. You know, verse, chorus, and then that little bit of an interlude, and then the final one is a verse, chorus, but the chorus is repeated. I think it's time we stop. You just keep repeating. And that's it. It's only a 2-minute and 20-second song. So kind of fun to throw in these lead parts, but if you're singing, it might be tricky. So go at your own pace and whatever arrangement you prefer. Hope that makes sense. Look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Bye, everyone.